Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about fitness and how that affects running a business or just your life day to day and how that affects your success at a job essentially. But with all that being said, let's just get right into the video. So obviously we're going to relate this mostly to business and just work in general, how fitness can help you in that sense in general. And the biggest things that I notice in my life personally, how fitness has benefited me is a really big thing is actually discipline. So having the discipline to work out on a regular basis. If you guys don't know, I actually work out 7 days a week, and I don't go like hardcore anything into supplementation, definitely not drugs. I'm super against that for me personally. That's like, again, a whole nother video. But I go and exercise 7 days a week, and the discipline that's associated with doing that every single day, no matter how I feel, no matter what's happening, has actually benefited me in my work life just tremendously, because I have that same discipline that I carry over into work. So I go to work every single day, no matter what. If I feel like junk basically or anything like that, I still go into work. I get what I have to do, and it's just a huge thing that has benefited me in my life, how I relate fitness into work. And so that's one of the biggest things, is the discipline that fitness helps you out with. And so if anything else, it doesn't really matter what kind of exercise you're doing. If you are doing exercise and you do it on a regular basis, maybe not as much as what I do every single day, but maybe every other day or 4 times a week, and you do it no matter what, the discipline that you build and the discipline that's also just associated with that in general will help you in your job and in other aspects of life in general. The other really big benefit that I have noticed is a little bit of mental toughness. And some of you might laugh at this, but it is a true belief of mine, especially associated, it's just really any exercise. Again, whether it's running, weightlifting, swimming, just literally any type of exercise, there is a certain mental toughness that you kind of develop over time. And it's that toughness you develop when you push through, when you're super uncomfortable. And that's something that I really love about exercise is, when weightlifting, when maybe you're making your max effort, or you've done a ton of reps and you're just trying to squeeze out that last rep and you just want to give up, but you keep going anyways. And it kind of just creates this mental toughness that helps you get through things. And then how I've related that into work is, when things go, just don't go my way in general, I keep going, I keep pushing. And I feel like exercises help again, develop that character trait that has helped me, with my job and with this channel as well. So like, how it relates to this channel, when I release a video and maybe I spend a ton of time making the video, editing it, all that kind of stuff, and I post it and it doesn't get any views, that mental toughness to keep going, to make another video, to keep trying, it just, it carries over. And then, how it kind of relates to my job personally is, when someone doesn't buy a car, or when they buy a car from someone else, instead of just giving up, I keep pushing on and try to find another client so that I can in turn help them with a car and keep moving, try to sell more vehicles, all that kind of stuff. And so that's another huge thing that I love about fitness, is it helps you kind of develop this mental toughness to just keep going no matter what. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. And another thing that I really love about fitness is just the energy that it gives you. So obviously if you're in better shape, you eat healthy, all that kind of stuff, you generally have more energy. Yes, sleep is super important for this as well, but if you're overweight, if you eat like crap, it's just your energy levels are so much lower because your body just feels horrible, you feel horrible. If any of you have ever been in this position, and I have personally, where I've had times where, I've been in worse shape than, what I am now. And right now I'm not even in the best shape that I would like to be. And I noticed that my energy levels right now aren't as high as what they could be when, I'm exercising better, I'm eating better, all that kind of stuff. It really benefits you, and that higher energy kind of helps you in work, because since you have more energy, you can kind of get more stuff done. It pushes you through with that higher energy. Something where if you're kind of just like feeling a little bit off, you kind of get a little bit lazy, and then you kind of let the tasks or whatever you have to do on a day-to-day basis just stack up, and you don't really feel like doing it. Whereas when you go in like those days where, especially when I go to the gym in the morning, and I'll get into this in a little bit, why I think exercising in the morning is the best. When I go to the gym in the morning and I have that high energy and I go to work, I get so much more done. I get it done so much quicker that it's amazing. And so that's another huge benefit of exercise, is just increasing your energy levels. Now, the next really important one is actually aesthetics. So aesthetics are a lot more important than people like to say. And the reason that I think that they're so important is if you look better, to your perception, then you will feel better. Now, obviously there's things that you can't change, right? Like you can't change what your face looks like. You can't change body proportions, all that kind of stuff. Like I've got this like crazy hairline. I know I've had people comment, they're like, are you balding? And it's like, no, I've always had this weird hairline, but I don't care anymore. It's just one of my character traits. Can't change that. But what I can change is my overall health and my overall body appearance. And what I have found in my personal life is when I'm at my healthiest, when I'm at that happy weight where, I'm obviously not super, super skinny, where I'm just so, I've had that in my life, by the way, where I've been uncomfortably thin to where I just feel kind of like drained of energy and sick all the time. But then there's times like, right now I'll be completely upfront with you guys. I'm just a little bit heavier than what I would normally like to be, where I just feel lethargic in a sense. And so since I don't, look my best, in my opinion, I don't necessarily feel my best. And so I feel like I'm holding myself back on that side of things, because when I've been at, my super happy medium weight wise and all that, I have so much energy, and then that extra confidence that I have because, I love the way that I look, it makes me feel better, and I end up able to do more things because just that added confidence, as silly as it sounds, helps you take more risks and all that, because since you already feel good about yourself, taking that extra risk, taking that extra step, you just go and do it because you're like, yeah, I'm the coolest person ever. You're like, I look great, I feel great, all that kind of stuff. And then you just go and do it. So yes, I know that, physique and aesthetics are subjective to everyone. So find your kind of like your happy medium, the way that you want to look, and strive for that. And then once you get that, I promise it'll help not only in your personal life with, dating and all that kind of stuff, obviously, but it will help in your business life because you're going to want to take more risks because you just have this extra confidence. Now, the thing that I need to talk about is actually scheduling with fitness. So I hope that all of you kind of see the value in all those benefits and how fitness not only can obviously improve things in your personal life, but then it can definitely improve things in your business life, from what I've said so far. And the biggest thing now is really scheduling. So what I always believe is take baby steps towards everything. So I feel like too many people go like full in whenever they try things. A great example is I have a friend that wanted to start a channel. He bought a bunch of cameras, he bought a bunch of, drone, he bought like a drone, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, all you need to do is just start making videos, prove to yourself that you can make videos, and then start buying the stuff. So it's the same thing with fitness, the same thing with business, right? With fitness, prove to yourself that you can be committed to exercising on a regular basis, then start implementing, more exercises, longer routines, more days, all that kind of stuff. So like when I first started exercising, for example, I went 3 days a week, and my workout, I would cut it off at an hour. I would not be at a gym, I would not be exercising for more than an hour. And I proved to myself, I did this for about 3 weeks, and I proved to myself that I can do this. And then I started going up to 4 days, and then I kept adding days to now where I exercise 7 days a week, and my, depends on what I'm doing in a day. It's anywhere from an hour to, I've had workouts that have been 3-4 hours long, which yes, is a bit excessive, but again, it's one of the things that's kind of one of my passions on the side. But that's the thing, is take baby steps and, start with a pretty easy schedule that you can stick to, and then scale it up from there. And that actually relates to business as well. I feel like people jump into things too much, they go too hard, and then they get burned out really quickly, and then they just give up. Where if you take those baby steps, then you can in turn add more. You can always add more work, but it's hard to take away once you've gone up to a certain level. It's just like what I'm doing with this channel. I'm posting videos every other day because I know that's something very feasible for me. It's something very simple for me to do, instead of going with what I'm doing with my other channel, posting videos every single day. If I post a video every other day, then I can always scale up and maybe post, every single day, or maybe post twice a day, all that kind of stuff. I can always scale it up, but it's harder to scale back once you've been at a certain point, because then there's a little bit of depression, and you kind of have this feeling where you're almost not really worthless, but you just have this horrible feeling with that. And then I guess my last point on scheduling is I actually recommend exercise in the morning. And why I would say exercise in the morning is, if you exercise in the morning, it's something that's very easy to do mentally. And yes, it's hard to do physically, but it's very easy to do mentally. And so you're achieving something early in the morning right? My new schedule that I'm doing, like this morning, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, went to the gym, exercise. So I made this small accomplishment, this small win in the morning. So then everything else in the day is a win, and it just built this momentum. Like right now, I'm filming at 6 o'clock at night. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna be done. I'm literally gonna have 3 or 4 hours tonight where I don't even know what to do with it because I've never had this much time before. So I'd say start in the morning, give yourself a small win so then you can achieve the rest of the stuff during the day. I hope that helped all of you out in some shape or form. And you know, like I said, the biggest thing is it doesn't matter what type of exercise that you are doing. It's just that you're exercising in some way. It doesn't matter if it's running, if it's weightlifting, if it's yoga, it doesn't matter. Just get yourself up, get moving on a regular basis, and it'll change your life. If there's anything that I can clarify from this video, please let me know. And then also in the comment section below, please let me know what topics you guys want me to go over. Like I said, this channel, I want to be kind of like an open forum where I just discuss things with you guys in general. And then if this happens to be your first time stopping in, please subscribe. I'll see all of you in that next video.